Police have released CCTV footage showing a vehicle seen entering and leaving a Riverhead quarry where a young woman was attacked at the weekend. Actually, I should remind you too, if you want to see these pictures, we are live streaming on YouTube. We're on Freeview Channel 50, and of course we're live on Facebook where you can watch us now, because we're going to put these pictures up. If you're listening but you want to see either the man that is being described or the vehicle, they will be on our website. Now, the woman told police she had earlier attended the Pride Parade in Ponsonby with friends. She has no memory of meeting the man after that, and she woke up at the quarry hours later to find him standing over her with a bat. She'd suffered injuries to her head and her face, and she had a broken thumb. Who was the man? Who was the vehicle? Detective Senior Sergeant Kim Libby is leading the investigation into the abduction, and I asked him to tell me about the CCTV footage.
That vehicle seen arriving at 1:45 a.m. on Sunday morning, and then it's seen leaving that area at 2:01 a.m, so 16 minutes later it leaves that immediate scene.
And what has happened in the interim? Did an attack take place there as far as you know, or had it already taken place?
Well, the concerning part, John, is that this young lady does not remember anything from Ponsonby Road to when she comes to in that yard, what we call a quarry, being quite severely been assaulted by some person she doesn't know.
So she came to during the assault in this quarry?
Yes, that's correct.
And when her assailant left, was she conscious? Did he think he'd left her for dead? Do you know any of these details?
Well, we're still formally interviewing that young lady as we speak. It would appear that she's come to and she's yelled at him and managed to grab some clothing and escaped, as in run away. And she's managed to run away and hide from that person.
Obviously, as part of your interview process, you're also doing blood tests and trying to ascertain whether she had been drugged or stupefied in any way. Do you have those results back yet?
No, they always take some time, but those samples were taken immediately on the day when she was receiving medical attention. So we've done a forensic medical to assess that, what may have been given to her.
And clearly, you may not want to discuss this, and we absolutely understand that, but was there a sexual attack as part of this ongoing assault?
We're unsure. That's what forensic examination will tell us as well. Obviously there's a sinister element. This girl's been a memory lapse of almost 3 hours, so I mean that's a major part of our investigation that we want to establish, if we can, what has happened.
So this is a concerted, long-lasting and highly unusual assault, and the man is still at large. That is a very striking picture that you have released from the CCTV cameras at the mobile service station in Ponsonby. Surely if you knew this man you would recognise him from that picture.
Exactly, and we have had a number of nominations received, especially today, since his that photo went out, and that's plus the CCTV of that vehicle. So as I said yesterday, he's the last person seen with her. That man hasn't come forward to us. However, we still want to speak to him. He may be innocent, but there's also sinister that he may be the offender. And if anyone knows someone who looks like that and may have access to a car like that, which we think is something similar to a 2008 Ford Mondeo, may not be that exact car, but something similar to that, we want that person or nomination to be made to our police line.
So you have a good description of the man, in fact a good photo of him, and it is online for people who want to see it. We're also putting it up as we play this interview. And you have a good description of the car, 2008 Ford Mondeo or similar vehicle. What colour?
It looks, but bearing in mind it's CCTV at night, but it looks like it's a silver with alloy wheels.
Okay, so you really want people to contact you because somebody must know who this man is.
Exactly, we want to catch him sooner than later, and we need to find him ASAP, and obviously if someone sees that picture they must know him if they know him.
DSS Libby, can I just clarify one thing? In the picture it's tightly cropped. Is the woman, is his victim, or alleged victim, because we're not absolutely certain it's him, walking beside him in that picture? Have you, for obvious reasons, cropped her out?
Yes, we've cropped her out. She's right beside him at that stage.
Right, so they are clearly and explicitly together, and that is the last person she has been seen with.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so in fact, in normal circumstances, you might have expected to have heard from the man by now if he had nothing to do with this?
Well, yeah, obviously we would expect that. Maybe he's scared off, but at some stage we're going to identify that man and he should come forward now.
DSS Kim Libby, who's in charge of the investigation, and obviously police are desperate to hear from anyone who knows the identity of that man who was the last person seen with the victim of this assault.